Welcome everyone. I'm back to bring you another cast. We're going to be doing ranked fives again. I did put out ranked fives yesterday, but you know what? My ranked team said, "Hey, we want you to cast it again." They're against Ravy and friends this time, and instead of Pharaoh, we have replaced him with Jarmanuel. He's actually a uh, he's our actual jungler. So Pharaoh's more of a substitute because Jarmanuel was not available at the time. So enough of that. If you don't know me already and by my channel name and whatnot, my name is Desifresh and I'm going to be your caster. So on the blue side, it's going to be Love Intolerance. In the top lane, I Shoot Betches is going to be on Irelia. In the jungle, Jarmanuel is going to be playing Rek'Sai. In the mid lane, Games is on Lux. In the bottom lane is going to be made up of Oman O and probably muted on Graves and Thresh. Meanwhile, on the right team, on Ravy and Friends in the top lane, it's going to be Cigarette Poppy on the Lee Sin. In the jungle, it's going to be Zombie Killer XD5 on Remus. Mid lane, Becca 3. Nope, sorry. Best Swain mid NA. It's going to be on Vigar. Not exactly playing that Swain mid. Maybe just didn't feel like playing it against that Lux, but we'll see how that works out for him. And then the bottom lane is going to be made up of Raby Demon and Becca 360 playing Sivir and Morgana. Looks like Love Intolerance. They're looking to get I'm looking for a bit of an invade. Games is he does have life binding. It's gonna catch on to Morgana. There goes the death sentence. Becca 360 is gonna force the flash out of him, but there's a flash out of Jarmanuel, and it looks as though a flash came out from Omeno as well. Omeno taking the first blood of the game. That's gonna be a nice gold boost for him. I believe that's about 400 gold. I believe. Yep, that's actually 400 gold. He's gonna be going back at another pot and a longsword, so he's gonna be looking really strong in that lane. I'm having a little bit of trouble actually moving around, but there we go, guys. There we go. Looks like Jarmanuel, he will be starting the Krugs. Oh man, oh and probably muted. They're just gonna give him a bit of a leash. Looks like after that aggression, zombie killer, he's just decided to go for red buff. He doesn't. They don't really have any wards in that area either, so he doesn't know that they didn't take it. Yeah. So he's going to go for the State Root. Meanwhile, in that bottom lane, a nice death sentence landing onto Ravy Demon, putting a little bit of damage. There was a Dark Binding that did land onto Omano. Unfortunately, no aggression whatsoever. Meanwhile, in that top lane, I Shoot Betches being so aggressive, using the Blade Search, getting the reset on the minion, and jumping in onto Cigarette Poppy. Sonic Wave, level 2 is going to be hit by I Shoot Betches. He's looking for the fight. Unfortunately, Lee Sin's a little bit too close to that tower. That would have been really difficult fight for I Shoot Betches. He would have had to fight a little bit too close to that tower, especially when Lee Sin backed off. It would have been very risky to just use that Blade Surge to jump in, especially without any escape mechanic. Right now, there's a death sentence. It does get onto Ravy Demon. The Black Shield came out a little bit late. Oh, there goes the Boomerang Blade. Puts a lot of damage onto probably muted. Exhaust on Oman O. Probably muted in that bush again, but there is a ward. A Dark Binding is going to land onto him again. And there is the Sivir taking the kill for herself. That was really well played, and he kind of extended a little bit too far, especially since he was still waiting to heal up using the Biscuit. Could have backed off and played a little bit less aggressive at that point. Just did not respect the Morgana pick. Got caught out and he ended up dying. Omeno not even fearing for his life. He'll still be in that bottom lane farming it up, and I'm surprised that Becca 360 isn't being a little bit more aggressive trying to zone him out. He's able to get almost all of the minions in that 2v1 lane, and there it is. Blade Surge being used to get the reset, puts the Equilibrium Strike. Unfortunately, the stun was not available, and Cigarette Poppy, he'll be able to just dash away, taking a minimal amount of damage. Here comes Jarmanuel. Here comes the Rek'Sai for the gank. The knockup is there. Chilling Smite for the slow, and I Shoot Betches gets the kill in that top lane. And in the bottom lane, I probably muted, goes in, hits the flay. Death Sentence is not going to be available. Ravy Demon, he is getting a really, really low, but the Boomerang Blade. Is it the Boomerang Blade? It is Boomerang Blade. Yeah, that is Boomerang Blade. For some reason, I actually thought it was, Gnar. I have no idea why. Probably muted. He's going to be ganked by the Rammus. The Flay is going to be there for the slow, but here comes the Tom, probably muted, getting locked down. A kill is not going to be going over. Buckshot going to get spell shielded by the Sivir. There goes the Ignite onto Becca and the smoke screen for the extra damage. Omano dashing for the auto attack and the kill in that bottom lane, turning a gank into their advantage. Just looking really good. Swain mid is getting pushed up really heavily into his tower. Games is no qualms about just sticking underneath the tower, even with the threat of Vigar. He knew that he did not have enough mana for the stun, sticking in that lane and just zoning him out. He is going to be able to farm it up fairly well, and he's going to be going back, picking up a Tear the Goddess. He's going to worry a little bit. He's going to just try and deal with some of those mana issues. Probably, and the themes would have been better. In that top lane, I shoot Betches. He hasn't even hit level 6 yet, and Cigarette Poppy, it's not looking so good for him in that lane. With that kill that I shoot Betches got with the gank from Rek'Sai, he's gone back, checked up a Phage. Lee Sin, he's only really able to pick. He's only been able to pick up some more wards, a ward, some more pots, and a longsword. Here comes Rammus in that top lane. It's gonna be stopped by the minions. He's turning the fight around. Equilibrium strikes. He's gonna get the stun. Unfortunately, he's gonna have to flash away. He does not want to fall in that lane. He's hanging around in the bush. Oh, that was really well played by him. Rammus thinks that he's gone, and when he leaves, I shoot Betchy. He's gonna capitalize on it. Possibly onto that Lee Sin. Rammus does make the turnaround. They're in the mid lane. Life Binding is going to miss in that top lane again. Cigarette Poppy does hit the Sonic Wave onto Irelia. The taunt is going to be there from Rammus, but that's not going to save the Lee Sin's life. He's going to fall. And if we go back to that mid lane, the aggression that we saw did not result in a kill for either side. So that was really well played by Aishu Betches, turning the tides in a losing battle. In a 2v1 situation, recognized the fact that Rammus wasn't available and went in. Looks like in that mid lane again. Oh, there is the final spark hitting with the Light Binding to lock down Vigar in a kill on Games'. The flash is coming out from Zombie Killer. Flash from Games' as well. Zombie Killer, he's stuck underneath the tower. Games' Light Binding is it's actually going to be up, but he doesn't have the mana. Here comes the poke from Rek'Sai. Unfortunately, it's not going to be able to get that kill. Jermanuel, who'll just be hanging around in that mid lane, soaking up some experience. Lee Sin making his way there, jumps to a ward, sidestep by Games. His Life Binding is going to be hitting both of them. Knock up onto Lee Sin. The fight's on to Zombie Killer. He's going to fall. There's the Dragon Range onto Games. It wasn't able to lock him down, but the auto attack from Lee Sin is going to take that kill. Top laner versus jungler right now. Level 6 versus level 7. Jermanuel trying to get away, using the minions to block out any Sonic Wave that might be coming out. It's going to be successful. But with Lee Sin roaming to that mid lane, Aishu Betches stuck in that top lane alone. He'll be able to put a lot of damage onto that tower. Was it worth it, that one kill, just to lose your tower? It's taking so much damage, but Aishu Betches, he's actually not putting all too much damage onto it. Meanwhile, in that bottom lane, we do see a Dark Binding landing onto Omeno. They were trying to be really aggressive. Here comes the roam from Vigar. He's going to catch them both out, especially without a ward to be there. Ping's going there. They're not backing off. The Death Sentence is going to land onto Becca 360. Will they be able to turn this gank into a kill? I don't think so. There's the dash from Omeno. He's going to flash, but it's still going to be stunned. No Primordial Burst from Vigar. Ravy Demon, he's taking a lot of damage. There comes a flash from Vigar as well in an auto attack. They're not going to get the kill. Dark Binding, it's not going to get the kill. Probably muted. While Morgana was tanking that tower, he's going to take a kill with an auto attack. And even through a gank, they're able to get a kill for themselves. Now Lux is going to find Vigar. No Final Spark is going to be finding the kill, but no stun from Vigar is going to lock him down. He's going to actually walk into the stun. Rek'Sai used the ultimate to make his way down to that bottom lane to try and help the rest of his team. Meanwhile, Zombie Killer in the top lane. They're ganking Aishu Bitches again. Betches. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, guys. Betches. But meanwhile, looks like the best Swain mid and A. He ended up falling. I'm not sure to who, but it actually may look to be the Lux. It was actually the Lux, possibly the Lux that got the kill. They're going to be taking that dragon with the jungler and the mid laner down. Actually, jungler in the top lane and mid laner down. And Rammus back in that top lane looking for the 2v1 situation, but the equilibrium strikes for this stun is going to be so good. Using the ward hop for the Dragon's Rage kick to knock him away. He's waiting for his cooldowns back up. Does get the equilibrium strike, turning his sights on to the Lee Sin. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to kill with the roll to get the damage for the kill. That was a little bit too lengthy. Ooh, Light Binding is going to hit onto Best Swain mid NA as well as the Lucent Singularity. No final spark going to be coming up from Games. It's not completely off of cooldown, and he is running low on mana. With the blue buff up though, that's definitely going to go over to Games. Death Sentence locking down onto Raven Demon. It's gonna be he's going to hit the buckshot regardless. There is the ultimate from Sivir just to escape that fight. And with that down, there's not a lot of disengage potential anymore. Rammus, he's finally going to clear out the dragon from their map. He actually now knows that it's dead, but they don't exactly have a time on it. Rammus now meeting that bottom lane. Taunt is going to be onto Omeno, but the Lantern from Thresh is going to keep him alive. Lux and Irelia, they are just pushing against their lane opponents. They are dominating this laning phase so well right now. 2 kills on both of them in that mid lane. Looks like Final Spark was used onto the Vigar, and she was able to pick up a kill. Rek'Sai, she used her ultimate to get to that mid lane, but nothing really came of it. Oh, in that top lane, Lee Sin using Sonic Wave and the second part to dash onto him, but he might be losing this fight. Equilibrium Strike for the stun and the Transcendent Blades to heal ISU Betches back up. Lee Sin was not expecting that fight to happen. Equilibrium Strike was ready for him. Had he jumped in, ISU Betches definitely would have wanted to go in on that. But with the wards, he'll be able to, with the health pots, he'll be able to just heal back up. Rek'Sai is going to be meeting Rammus in the jungle. There's a knock-up. And the Tremors are going to be used by Rammus as well. Unfortunately, the damage is not there for him, and he's going to fall to Jarmanuel in the jungle. Games is picking up a Magia Soul Stealer. Let's actually look at how many stacks she has. Oh, I'll get back to that because Swain mid NA has fallen again to Games. Dark Binding going to be sidestepped by Owen, and collateral damage will take that kill. And that actually was a little bit of overkill. He could have just gotten the auto attack. He could have used the auto attack to get that kill. So let's actually check over onto Games. He has 7 stacks right now, so he just got it recently, and the kill onto Vigar gave him that 2 extra. Because Magi's right now, actually, you start with 5 stacks instead of 0, but now instead of you losing a third of your stacks, you lose half of your stacks. Lee Sin gonna get ganked by 3 members. Final spark for the initial burst with Irelia taking the kill. Rammus is gonna be making his way to that top side, but he's not gonna be finding anyone except the Irelia. But he can't really fight the Irelia at this point. She is level 9. There's the Equilibrium Strike for the stun. He 10 style, healing her up so much along with the true damage, putting him down to half health already. Transcendent Blades for a little bit of a heal. And Best Swain mid NA needs to be careful. Sure, his ultimate will get stronger the more fed Games gets, but the pick potential from Lux is so strong to ignore. If he eats a Light Binding, then he's most likely dead as long as the final spark is up from Lux. Right now, none of the lanes are doing too well. Love and Tolerance, they're up 9 kills. Light Binding is going to miss, but the Lucent Singularity is going to hit as well. Here comes Zombies. He's got a flash, but Games is still going to get caught out. 4 members are in that mid lane. There's the barrier being used by Games' Sonic Wave in second part of the execution. She's going to fall regardless. That's a 4-man gank in that mid lane, though. ISU Betches in that top lane. He'll be able to take it. Teleport is going to be used by Lee Sin to try and defend it. He will be able to push him off of it. Vigar, he's being really risky. Dragon Strike, gonna be used by Lee Sin, using the ward to try and push him underneath the tower, but it's not going to get what he was hoping for. In that top lane though, Cigarette Poppy, he's taken solo. I shoot Betches, he's looking for the dive. He's looking for the kill. Blade Surge to get the kill. He gets it. He has the Triforce, so his damage is absolutely insane at this point. Rammus is going to be roaming to that position. Unfortunately, he will not make it in time as the top lane tower falls in the top. No, it doesn't fall. He's going to go for some proxy farm, just farming up the minion wave instead. Rammus will be there now, so I think he might defend it. 3 members are in that mid lane. They're going to try and take this tower down, and they are successful. That's 2 towers for 0 in favor of Love and Tolerance right now. Irelia dueling out Rammus in that top lane. The taunt is going to be there. The tower actually might assist him to get the kill. Transcendent Blades isn't going to be available for Aishu Betches, so he can't exactly heal up. And Aishu Betches might have to back away from this. Vigar making his way to that top side. But if Vigar shows himself there, this is going to allow Love and Tolerance to take the second dragon for themselves. Yes, he's going to show himself. I shoot Betches. He's going to die. Equilibrium Strike is on him. No, he might not die. The duel is going on. Best way to mid NA. Uses the heal. He's trying to get away, cutting him around. There's the Baleful Strike for the kill. Evidently, the Dark Matter did find its mark to do enough damage onto Irelia. Unfortunately, by showing himself in that top lane, Love and Tolerance, they took a dragon. Now Zombie Killers, he's trying to escape. There's a death sentence locked down onto him. He can't really get away. He was going to be looking to flash over that wall as an escape method. Unfortunately, he died a little bit too quickly. Death sentence almost finding its mark onto best Swain mid NA. Nice long range Dark Passage for it. There's the flash and knock up by Rek'Sai. But unfortunately, the final spark is going to be missing by Gameses because the collateral damage from Omano is going to be taking that kill. Right now, they're pushing down that mid lane. Omano is deciding to go back. They're not going to exactly push this tower down just yet. Leave it up for a little bit longer. Probably get some nice memories for them. Spell Shield from Morgana. Not gonna lock down Rammus in place. Irelia in that top lane looks as though she'll finally be able to take the tower for herself. Death Sentence gonna be missed because of the Lee Sin Dragon Ward. Rek'Sai is gonna be helping Thresh in that mid lane. Unfortunately, he may end up falling as well. Final Spark finding its mark for the kill onto Rammus. There's the Sonic Wave by Lee Sin trying to get a kill onto Lux. Unfortunately, he takes a little bit too much tower damage. Dark Binding is going to be hitting the Lux, and she's going to fall to Morgana. Lee Sin does get the assist, though. A little bit of gold into his pocket. Sivir, Lee Sin, and Morgana in that mid lane. They should be able to take it. Omano on the sidelines. I don't think he'll be able to get anything from that fight. Meanwhile, in that top lane, we have a duel between ISU Betches and Best Swain mid. NA. Here comes Rek'Sai using the ultimate, jumping to the tunnel. They know he's there. Here comes the fight. There's Lee Sin trying to duel out. Collateral damage is not gonna. It's gonna be used actually. Rek'Sai does get the knockup onto Sivir. Buckshot taking the kill for Omano, and really great turnaround by Love and Tolerance. They're going to be pushing down that mid lane with only Morgana to defend it. She's going to be going back. The minion wave is nowhere near the tower, though. They really should just rotate to that top side. There's no minion wave in that mid lane, and Omano, he's wasting time just hanging around. He's doing nothing. See, look, here comes the teleport from Lee Sin, and it's going to be so hard to siege this tower down now. With 4 members there, they may be able to do it because Lee Sin and Morgana, they can't really defend it by themselves. They're going to be able to get the tower, but they really lost a lot of opportunity in that top lane, and then they could have transitioned to that mid lane. Final Spark was going to be used by Lux, but it's not really going to hit the target. Rek'Sai is going to be caught out by the Dark Binding. Here we got the fight. The box is down. Tremors is being used onto everyone. Soul Shackle's only going to lock down Rek'Sai from the fight. Oh man, still in the backlines. Collateral damage is not going to be off a cooldown, but Aishu Betches, he is just destroying this team right now. Oh man, does get a kill for himself. 2 members have fallen, with 4 members dead on the side of Red Team. Double kill onto Aishu Betches in that fight. Morgana not going to be locked down from the light binding. Dark binding, though, is going to be hitting Lux. And, Equilibrium Strike going to be used, not Equilibrium Strike, Blade Surge going to be used by Aishu Betches with a final spark for the kill in that mid lane. Games as he might be the casualty of that bit of a tower dive. Lux and Irelia are dueling out Lee Sin and Rammus. There goes the flash used by Games as he's going to be able to assist Aishu Betches for a kill. The shield's coming out for the double kill. Aishu Betches, he's looking so good right now. 2 kills in that 2v1 situation. Unfortunately, Oh Man No is going to fall to give Best Swain Mid NA a double kill. And triple kill, actually, for Vigar using the Primordial Burst to get a kill onto Lux. Probably muted. Going to be finding a straight kill onto Sivir. And overall, that went for as a 3 for 3, even on both the teams. Yeah, that was just... Aishu Betches is so strong right now, along with Games's. He's not... Games's, unfortunately, doesn't have... He actually hasn't increased the amount of stacks. Last time we saw him, he hasn't really gotten any more stacks. He actually had 14 before, but after his death, he dropped down to 7. Soul Shackle is on to Jar Manuel. They're looking for the kill, and whoa, he's actually going to be able to get the kill. The aggression was turned onto Beacon. Going to be using the tunnels to try and escape. He does get a heal from his Rage Bar. Oh man, no. Going to be taking Scuttle Crab, but that's a bit of a mini boss fight right there. Aishu Betches, again, let's get back to him. A Triforce right now and a Frozen Heart. There's not a lot of magic damage on the side of Red Team, and that's really the only way they're going to be able to actually put any dent onto him. He's doing so much damage, and even their mid laner can't 1v1 him at this point. Best Swain Mid NA. He's going to rely on the assistance or Morgana. He saw the black shield and he flashed away immediately. And it looks as though Rek'Sai was able to catch out Rammus, but he's going to be taking the kill for himself. With the Rammus down, this is going to open up a dragon for Love Intolerance. Oh man, taking some really risky pathing. They could have gone in on him, but without a lot of vision coverage, it would have been very, very risky. Now Best Way Mid NA, they weren't able to put as much damage onto him, but with the initial damage that Aishu Betches put on him, a final spark from Games's will be able to secure that kill. They rotate it to the top side. They take that tower down. Sonic Wave by Lee Sin looking for something. Zombie Killer looking for the fight, but he's left alone. The light binding was on to Ravy Demon. He wasn't able to put a lot of damage. Dark binding going to be hitting Aishu Betches. There's a ward over that wall. He's trying to jump in onto someone. He's going to get the Blade Surge onto Cigarette Poppy. Look at that burst onto him. He's going to get blown up. Jar Manuel taking that kill. Dark binding onto Aishu Betches. Soul Shackle is going to be used with a double kill on to Rek'Sai. Jar Manuel is looking so good for the team as well. Actually, everyone on this Love Intolerance team, they're so good. Except probably muted. He's feeding, actually. 2, 3, and 14. Terrible. Oh my god. Gameses gets the kill on to Ravy Demon with the light binding. Probably muted. Almost hits the death sentence on to Best Swain Mid NA. He was able to just walk away from that. Another light binding going out, but the death sentence is going to be finding a spark. Chilling Smite for the slow Zombie Killer. He should be able to get away with this Powerball. Now Sonic Wave is onto him. I don't think Cigarette Poppy is going to be wanting to go for this. Dark Binding trying to get it. Yomu's going to be used by Oh Man No for a little bit of movement speed and attack speed. They're trying to look for him. Best Way Mid NA. There's a flash and Cigarette Poppy goes for the Sonic Wave with a flash for used by Games as well. Now Jar Manuel in a 2v1 situation. He does eat the Dark Matter. He's going to be living with the shield from Lux and Thresh. This Tormented Soul is onto Jar Manuel. The tower is there. Unfortunately, he's going to walk into the Tormented Soul for a kill. Onto Morgana. Dark Binding is going to be finding its mark onto Games. He is not going to fall. The shield is onto him. Unfortunately, Ravy Demon is going to get that kill, with Thresh getting a kill for himself in honor of Games. And wow, what a hectic team fight. That wasn't even a team fight. That was just a skirmish. That was just a series of small battles going on. First, Best Swain Mid NA going and Cigarette Poppy going a little bit too far to try and pick something up onto Omano. Rek'Sai getting a 2v and stuck in a 2v1 situation. They weren't able to get Omano, and actually Lee Sin ended up actually both ended up falling as a result of it. Jar Manuel on the Rek'Sai, he was looking so good in that fight. Unfortunately, he walked a little bit too close to Tormented Soul and ended up falling for it. I Shoot Betches, he doesn't even care that Zombie Killer is there to try and defend that tower. He's just going to be putting a lot of damage onto it. Something I haven't really looked at as of yet are the item builds. Looks like Rek'Sai, he has the Warriors enchantment with the Chilling Smite on a Randuin, and he has a Randuin's for a little bit of extra tankiness, as well as the Blade of the Ruined King for some lifesteal and extra damage. He'll be able to melt down Rammus and Rammus fairly quickly, but Rammus actually doesn't have too much health. He's actually out for a Thornmail instead. It looks as though we're going to be seeing a fight. Oh man, oh, taking a kill onto Best Win Mid and A with the collateral damage. I Shoot Betches now. He's tanking up that tower, but he doesn't even care. Now Zombie Killer has the form of his assertion. The Ghost did come out, but the Spell Shoot is not going to get that. Slow Jar Manual looking for something. He's going to be taking some aggression from Sivir. They're not going to be able to get anything. Chilling Smite was used. That's a lot of damage. Will Ravi Demon be able to get away? She is, because Dark Binding onto Jar Manual is going to mean he is dead. 4 members left on the side of Love Intolerance, but only Sivir and Morgana left to defend the base. This inhibitor is going to go with the side inhibitors down. The mid inhibitor is the only one left, and they are making their way towards it. Oh man, oh, actually just trying to take that tower down, but all of the members have spawned except for the Lee Sin. Light Final Spark gonna be used, bursting down Sway Mid to half health. Unfortunately, he may die as a result of this. Sivir is getting some movement speed from her passive, but no. The smoke screen for the slow is going to force them off of it. Here comes a teleport from I Shoot Betches. He has GA right now. Swin Mid and A flashing away from him. He does not want to die. I Shoot Betches. He's looking for the go. He's going to flash for the kill. And here comes Rek'Sai. This is going to be a 2v4 fight right now. Rek'Sai doing so much damage. Lee Sin jumping in onto Irelia. Meanwhile, Tremors was used by the Rams to try and pick something up. I Shoot Betches. He's gone to GA for him. And the Dragon's Rage to knock him onto the tower, but he's going to be using Blaze Surge to get to the minion. He's going to live through all that Final Spark, trying to get the kill, and Irelia getting a kill onto Lee Sin, making the most of a bad situation, teleporting to that minion wave in a 1v4 situation, getting 2 kills for himself with the assistance of Gameses and Rek'Sai. On the other hand, looks like Gameses was able to catch out Ravi Demon, and unfortunately he was going to fall. They've yet to take that mid lane tower. Another Light Binding finding its way onto Zombie Killer. Those black shields, they need to come out a lot earlier if he wants to save the important members. Right now, the rest of blue team, they're going to be pushing down this mid lane. Let's actually look at him. He's actually 18 stacks right now. 1 more kill and 2 more assists. It's going to mean 20 stacks. He has the Rabadon's Death Cap and an Athene's Unholy Grail. Oh man, oh. On the other hand, with the Infinity Edge and the Yomu's Ghostblade, he has the BF Sword as well. He's going to be looking really strong, but he needs some defensive item if he wants to be that aggressive. He's going to be caught out with the Dark Matter and Primordial Burst. He is destroyed. That he's being a little bit too aggressive. Again, he needs a defensive item, something like a Banshees or even a QSS if he wants to be that aggressive. There's so much lockdown potential from this team that he can't be that aggressive. It looks as though, oh my god, probably Mute is actually getting Cutlass right now. I Shoot Betches dueling out Zombie Killer. He's able to get the kill. Dragon's Rage is going to be used by Lee Sin to try and knock him away from the Rammus, but it came out a little bit too late. Now Rek'Sai going to be caught out with the stun. Dark Matter finding its mark, but that is not a lot of damage onto him. They're looking for the fight with only 4 members. There's going to be a 4v4 if they look for it, but they need to be wary of I Shoot Betches. He is definitely the MVP of this game. Best Swim NA getting caught out by the Light Binding, and that's another kill onto I Shoot Betches. Soul Shackles was being channeled onto him. It's gonna be broken though, and that inhibitor still hasn't fallen yet. Another Dark Binding onto him, but He doesn't even care. It's a tickle. It's a tickle to him. Zombie killer. He was looking for the fight, but red team, they need to defend those towers against the onslaught of sewer minions. All the inhibitors have fallen now. Uh, Games is he's looking for the light binding onto someone. It's gonna come out. Loosen Singularity as well, but they're not gonna be finding their mark. The rest of blue team, Love and Tolerance. It looks as though, yep, there's pings to the Baron. They're gonna be able to take it. And with the Blade of the Ruined Kings, that's from Rek'Sai, they should be able to take it fairly quickly. It's such a good item for taking down that Baron. Speaking of items in that top lane, looks like Lee Sin has picked up a Hydra, but that's really the only full item he's gotten at 30 minutes into the game. He has a pickaxe and a longsword, so he's going to be looking for a Last Whisper, but is that the smart choice? Is going glass cannon a smart choice being so far behind? Rammus, he has a Thornmail and a Banshees, but he really needs health. Oh man, oh, gonna be caught out. Dashing through the stun of Vigar, but he's still stunned out. Dark Matter and Primordial Burst are gonna be giving him kill. Dragon's Rage used onto Jarmano. The lockdown is there, and the Lantern will not be used to save his life. Two Barons are already gone on the side of Love and Tolerance. They need to be very careful about giving up kills like that. Now probably muted, trying to catch out the Lee Sin. He does throw out the Sonic Wave, but if he did jump to it, that would have been a death sentence. That's a pun, guys. Right now, there's two members in that bush. Isu Betches is hanging around that point. Their pings were going down. The rest of red team, they're trying to defend that Nexus tower. He's going to be using his Transcendent Blades to stop the recall. Now Zombie Killer, the aggression is onto him. Lee Sin making his presence known. It looks as though Zombie will be able to get away with Cigarette Poppy for himself as well. No! Rek'Sai using the totems is going to be catching out Cigarette Poppy. The knockup is there, and the damage is all. Chilling Smite for a little bit of extra damage. He used the Sonic Wave to get to that blue buff. Unfortunately, there's only that one small minion there, and he was not able to get away. That was a great ultimate from Rek'Sai. I'm pretty sure that was complete luck as well. He was really just ulting to get to the dragon, but he was met with a kill instead. Right now, the onslaught is still continuing. The rest of Love and Tolerance, they're in that bottom lane with only probably muted, trying to take Razor Beaks for some reason. He really needs to just join his team. Flash being used by Isu Betches. Exhaust is on him as well, along with the Soul Shackles. They're trying to take him down as fast as possible, but what about the rest of the team? They take down the Nexus Tower. Rek'Sai taking both of those towers. They're completely ignoring their Nexus. We have a full-on team fight right now. Light Binding landing on to the Rammus, but it doesn't matter. This game is over with Omano attacking the Nexus. Love and Tolerance, they win over Ravian Friends. And what an amazing match. Love and Tolerance just completely and absolutely destroying this Ravian Friends team. Look at this. Isu Betches on Irelia, 14, 6, and 6. Jarmanuel on Rek'Sai, 9, 5, and 18. Games is on Lux, 14, 5, and 19. They were all so key in just winning the match. Sure, Omano, he has kills, but he wasn't as impactful as those three members of the team. And I gotta say, that Rammus build, you really do need health if you want to try and survive in the earlier parts of the match. Going Thornmail that early isn't going to help if you don't have the health to back it up. And Lee Sin going for a glass cannon build when he was so far behind really didn't help his team. They didn't have any form of tank. You can argue that Rammus is a tank, but again, without the health to back up the armor, it just wasn't as effective. Overall, it was a really great game, and I hope you guys will join me again for another cast. I will be putting these casts out every single day, and let's just go see what Love and Tolerance has to say about that game. Hey guys.
I know.
Hey, what is up?
So
Jerry?
how does you feel about that game?
It
was
was really
pretty
dumb.
troll game.
That was it was
It was so
interesting.
easy, and we just started like doing like stupid shit, and then we got
Wait,
reunited.
Correction,
recording
you
this?
started doing
Uh,
stupid shit.
okay, say hi to the video and like the 7 people that actually watch it.
Hi.
It doesn't count if we're the 7 people.
No, only Mike is subscribed.
I'm subscribed.
Oh yes,
Wow.
sorry. Harrison
Hi.
subscribed. Harrison subscribed like yesterday, so thank you for that.
I might subscribe for you.
Oh, thank you, Shek.
Then again, I don't.
All
Okay,
right.
so Neil, do you have questions for us?
No,
Oh,
that,
Neil,
that
by the way, okay, just
I'm
we have an idea.
I'm turning. Wait, let me turn the thing off first.
I have an idea.